All right, let's now get into matters health. Maternal health in Kenya has been an issue at the top of the government's agenda, especially with an aim to reduce maternal deaths. Kenya has been reporting an increasing number of deliveries via cesarean section, a trend that has many health insurance providers worried, as Dr. Masikori reports in this week's Health Digest. Take a look.
When a woman is pregnant, she's faced with only two options at the end of that pregnancy, either to deliver normally or through a cesarean section. Christine had prepared herself and went in for a normal delivery, but after a 24-hour labor, it was time for plan B.
It was basically because the baby went into distress after a long labor. Yeah, so it was an emergency, yes.
Christine's doctor had earlier prepared her for that possibility.
He took me through what might happen. And since I was not responding to the medication.
After her experience of labor while trying a normal delivery and the eventual delivery via C-section, Christine's next choice is obvious.
So I think I was going for normal because everyone else was talking about normal delivery, and yeah, but I'd go for CS.
That was 5 years ago. Since then, the number of cesarean deliveries are on the upward trajectory. Are Kenyan women opting to deliver via cesarean section without any medical indication for it?
We've seen there's an increase when you compare mission hospitals and private hospitals. So we have private hospitals with a cesarean rate of up to 50%, and the missions will most of the times be about 20 to 25%.
Dr. Matolo is the head of provider partnerships at Jubilee Insurance, and he says the cost of a CS, whether affordable or not, is not prohibitive.
Currently in our book, we're having up to 40% of the deliveries being cesarean, and the average price of a cesarean will be anything between around 160 to even up to 200,000.
At the Nairobi hospital, for example, a normal delivery will cost 98,000 Kenya shillings, while a CS will be up to 220,000. At Avenue, an emergency CS will cost more than an elective one, while at the Mombasa hospital, a normal delivery is at 55,000 compared to 190,000 for a cesarean section.
When you're told that your child is in distress, the cost is not the first thing that goes through your mind. I was more concerned about the baby at that time, I think. The only thing I wanted to just for him to do what he had to do to make sure the baby was fine. Sometimes
people say that doctors will prescribe a cesarean section maybe due to demand from the patient, sometimes due to convenience. A cesarean delivery will be faster than monitoring the whole process of labor.
In the 2016-2017 financial year, NHIF spent almost 1 billion shillings on cesarean deliveries alone, a significant increase from previous years, partly due to the increasing number of women opting for the CS.
They'd like to choose a date, you know, like when you give birth. Yeah. They just like to go in, get the child and get out.
Our women some of the times decide to actually have a cesarean section, and when it is not medically necessary, then it becomes a challenge.
An increase in the number of C-sections will translate to higher insurance premiums that many will have to pay in order to afford it.
You price that using the number of cesarean you expect and also the number of normal deliveries you expect, and charge a premium that is appropriate to that. So that shows you the more cesareans that are being done, the higher the premiums are going to be, because most of the times the cesarean will be 2 or 3 times the cost of a normal delivery.
The big question at the end of this is whether our women are delivering via cesarean section, especially those that can afford it when they don't need it. Dr. Masikori for Health Digest, KTN News.